Hi everyone, hope everybody's having a good Monday. It took me a while to get this camera going. I actually got it on Saturday trying to get this going, and then I didn't really know how to work with YouTube. Went to Best Buy and exchanged it, then it ended up working. I just pushed it. It was a kind of a long story there, so it took me about 2 hours longer than I would have expected. In any case, so just wanted to get started with our program here. I want to call this one Thank God It's Monday. So where that comes from is that a while back, back in 2008 or so, I read a book and it talked about how, you know, we wish away a lot of our Mondays, like people dread Mondays and et cetera, but we have 52 Mondays a year, and 52 Mondays a year, let's say the average lifespan is 75 years old. 52 times 75, that's 3,900 days that you may wish away. So basically 3,900 days that you may want to consider not wishing away on an hourly. That's 93,000 hours. Okay, 93,600 hours that you may want to be careful not to abhor. So Mondays could be, I know that as Monday gets started, you have a jump start sort of momentum that you got to build. You know, even myself, I've been training for 16 years. You know, the body gets going and you train hard and it hits sort of a valley of recovery. If you're doing it correctly, your body hits a valley of recovery on Saturday and Sunday, Friday even. You know, please go ahead and have that cheesecake if that's sort of in your schedule and you've been training really hard, you know. But maybe if that's not on your schedule, you got to stay strict through it. It's just different levels for different athletes and different people. So thank God it's Monday. What do we got cooking for the week? Well, today, you know, I'm going to go into the 24-day challenge and my current position as far as the challenge goes. Okay, so what day? Today I'm on day 1. I think that now, after doing the 24-day challenge a few times already, I'm actually looking at it more as a way to break through a plateau. For me, I'm not significantly overweight, so that's different for me, right? I'm not going to be, you know, having these goals to lose extreme amounts, but it could be that moment where you polish off the dust, where you do a spring cleaning, or et cetera. One of the doctors from Advocare did suggest every quarter or so maybe like 4 cleanses a year, okay? Every 90 days. So I'm right about there. I started one at the beginning of the year, and that did well. I haven't drank anything as far as alcohol. I had a little bit of wine about 1 week ago, and then I'm back on it. So except that one day, I've gotten almost 60-70 days without drinking. So that's a big achievement as far as on the weekends I was sort of relaxing and making those Mondays a little harder to get through. So if you want to make your Mondays a little bit more productive and have a little bit more energy, I highly encourage you to reduce or remove the amount of alcohol you have on the weekends. And, you know, again, some people, it's very difficult to go from an 18-pack of a Bud Light or something like this, maybe even some people out there getting into recreational smoking. So recreational smoking, you know, read between the lines there. And so recreational smoking, in addition to Bud Light, 18 packs, et cetera, partying up, staying out all night on a Sunday even, well, you're naturally going to be encountering a lot of resistance on your Monday. So things to prepare for a Monday that you may want to do. And I actually just cooked my chicken today, but I know that Jason sort of sometimes prepares, or a lot of times prepares, his meals ahead of the week. And this is a trick from fitness models to CEOs of companies to, you know, people just that want to get in better shape, save some time, and get better nutrition. It's ideal to invest in a little bit of Tupperware, even though that's $20 or $30, you know, for some Tupperware, some good quality Tupperware that is going to use you and push you to use it. You know, not flimsy, it's going to fall apart, melt, stuff like this. Get some Tupperware and make your, like 6 pieces of chicken works for me. 6 pieces of chicken. That could last me about 4 days. 6 pieces. Make enough rice to last you 3-4 days as well. Broccoli, that's kind of easier cooked, but again, makes enough to last you a day or 2 days. Getting that frozen. Okay, and all this comes back into the cleansing and the 24-day challenge, but also increasing your productivity on a day like Monday. Okay, so day 1. Okay, what does someone like myself actually look for in a 24-day challenge? Well, currently, I'm actually looking to detox, okay, in every sense of the word. Spiritually, I'd like to grow during these 24 days. I'd like to get closer to God and increase my relationship there, see that improve. I'd like to see more productivity, less time wasted. If I'm using Tupperware, or I got these glass Tupperware at Costco. They were like $20 for some glass, like 9 pieces made of glass. So definitely want to consider getting those if you have a Costco card, or So I want to see my productivity increase. I want to see my body break through a plateau, whether that's losing some body fat, whether that's more muscle, more energy. One of the things I jokingly say, but I'm sincere about, I'm joking, but I'm actually hopeful about this. I tell people, I'm 32 years old, going on 27. If things continue the way I want them to and feel, hopefully I'll be 23 by the end of the year. So again, it's a little bit of a joke, but sometimes I feel amazed and my energy's great, I feel healthy, and that's because of eating right, and the exercise, and the nutrition, the supplementation. So a little bit of that. Spirituality, building a habit, okay? The habit of a 24-day challenge, what you're looking for is to establish a habit and build momentum. So commit to 90 days of exercise if you're starting out. Even if you're not, commit to 90 days for growth, you could say. To really see growth, you want to develop a habit, a positive habit, remove or get rid of a negative habit, whether that's smoking, maybe that for some of you, maybe not going out for some of you. Maybe that means going to sleep early. In order to build this good habit, you may want to get rid of a bad habit, or strongly suggested. That's what's called the nature of vacuum. When you remove something, it creates space for something else. Okay, so this herbal cleansing and this cleansing all starts working together to help you spiritually, physically, and eventually building a habit. That's going to be one of your key developments over the course of 24 days. Is once you grow and you establish a good habit, that habit is there for you to work through the process for the rest of your life, as long as you cultivate and develop it. So your habits can either make you or they can break you down. So it's all about the cultivation of good habits. That could be reading a few books a year, a reading schedule, working out, making your foods a week for the week, going to sleep early. All these things start adding to successes that can lead to confidence and self-love, reliability, and sort of an overall quality of life. Okay. So a little bit about that. All right. Well, I'll just briefly for a minute or so the products I'm using today, as far as part of the 24-day challenge, and then maybe tomorrow or in a few days, whenever I can get back on here, I'll go ahead and go into those products I do use on a daily basis and why I use them. So this is day 1. Everything's still good. I'm pretty experienced with supplementation and training, so I don't feel any challenges so far on a supplement level or even a nutrition level. But day 1, I feel fine. But let me tell you the products I'm using. So this is the herbal cleanse here. All right. So what that does is, so today I just had a fiber drink, pretty good. It's a peach flavor. All right, and then tonight when I go to bed, I'll be having this herbal cleanse. Okay, these little herbs. So it's all natural. Helps clean out the system, the urinary tract, and the liver. All right. So that's what I'll be using tonight. Hold on. If you're still there. Okay, I don't know if the computer went blank there for a second. But to wrap it up, that cleans out the liver and the urinary tract. It also helps remove waste and toxins from the body over the course of 10 days. The Omegaplex here, what I'll be using this for, I use this all year actually, all 365 days. I actually use 2 bottles a month. I'm using that pretty intensively. That actually helps inflammation in the joints. That's one of the primary reasons I use it, is to reduce inflammation. Inflammation occurs when you go through intensive training. CrossFit being something I do, it's pretty important to take that fish oil. It will also reduce body fat, helps brain function, helps reduce bad cholesterol in your blood, and helps process fat and give you good fat so you burn more of that bad fat during the 24-day challenge, okay? And last, of course, is Spark. This stuff is pretty good for mental clarity and focus without a crash. 3 to 5 hours of mental focus without a crash. I'll put a link up there here in a bit. You could order your own stuff, or you could call me and I can set you up with that. Also, Jason did approve, if you have to mention this video here, that you saw this here, we will remove enrollment on all members if you just mention this video, okay? Enrollment comes down to $0 by mentioning this video. Just say, look, I saw it on YouTube, Jacob was talking about it, you know, it's approval from Jason. So other than that, you know, I'll be posting the website here, my number. Hope you've had a informative little session, and have a great Monday. Hope this Monday and every Monday is a little better for both of us. Have a good one. Bye.